Merry Christmas, you filthy animals! Hope you guys had an awesome day. If you didn't have an awesome day, you'll have an awesome night. We'll have some fun. Chill stream. I am exhausted. I am completely exhausted. I only got like 4 or 5 hours of sleep again last night. So yeah, we're just gonna chill, yo. We're just gonna hang out. I really do hope that you guys had an awesome day. Look, it's red and green. I had an amazing Christmas. What? Get out of here. Stop it. Stop it. I don't know how to work this. There we go. Yeah, I hope you guys had a great day. Sometimes Christmas sucks, though. So if you didn't have a great day, that's okay. Next Christmas will be better. Yeah, you're amongst friends now. Sometimes you just gotta kind of suck it up and get through it. I've had not so great Christmases. My parents always somehow managed to make my Christmases awesome, but like actual Christmas days, where I've been separated from my parents at some point, have been not great. Usually mental illness related, but you know, is what it is. Skull 901 took a nap today. It's a pretty good day, yo. Most of you didn't have to work today, and that's pretty good. Cheetonian was first in the chat. Brad Mondon, Cole Powers, Frank Nicholas, Curtis Hayes, Skull 901, 661 FPV, Cole Powers, Douglas 6, Denzel the Terrible, Timmons is here, Ray's FPV, Dronesen, Bob Bruce. What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming. Lots of posts over in the Words are hard. God, I'm beat, dude. I'm beat. I'm just beat. I've been beaten. What just happened? I heard the sound, but I didn't see anything. Did I miss it? I missed it. Thanks for coming. And OBS was just being a jerk, too, so that's always incredibly frustrating. 661 over on the Discord just posted a picture of... I'm assuming that's an AIO5 build? No, that's a 2S build. 2S build at 23.3 grams. What AIO is that? I'm guessing that's an X12. 23.3, that's pretty light, isn't it? He's got a G-string canopy on there. I'm assuming those are 802s. I don't remember what my 802 build weighs. I'm going to weigh it right now. Mine is 24.5. So you're 1.2 grams lighter. It's pretty good. It's probably the canopy. The G-string canopies are lighter than the old school Mobile 6 canopies. Very cool. I can't imagine that one at 24.5 grams is outrageously lightweight. I can't imagine what dropping 1.2 grams would be like. We're gonna play with some fun stuff tonight too, which will be cool. I got phony baloney. Look at that. I want to open this, but like the packaging is absolutely outrageous. These are Post-it notes. The packaging is so good. I kind of want to just like hang this in the garage. Like, I want to use it as Post-it notes. I want to use it as sticky notes. But yeah, this is just too cool. Why don't I do this? I get another one. In case you want to get your own, search for phony baloney. That's not it. That's actual baloney. You don't want that. Really? Phony. Oh, Bologna. Sorry. Bologna. There you go. For $9, you can get your genuine Fred phony baloney. Ew, pickled bologna. What? Yo. I love me some bologna. A bologna sandwich with mayo, bread, bologna, and mayo. You're gonna die, but you'll be happy while you die. The nitrates will make your asshole get cancer, but you'll be smiling as those cells eat away at your... Merry Christmas! Yikes. Wait. Oh, I can do even more Christmas. Hold on. We can go even more Christmassy. Here we go. Hold on. If I scroll to the bottom. Oh, you fart bag. Don't be offline. Be not offline, strip light. Add new devices. Maybe the strip light is just there waiting for me. No, I would need to reset it. Oh well. I was gonna turn the strip lights that that are throwing this purple here to green, but it's offline. That's okay. We got a little bit of green, and we got the red. What'd you guys get? Who got cool stuff? Post it in the chat. Post the coolest thing you got. And other people will go, ooh, ah. I'm going to fly around. And I got some 300 mAh batteries in the charger right now. So we'll fly some 65mm nonsense. I've got a whole bunch of these 2S BT 3.0 batteries here. Are these all charged? 7.9? Is that charged? 3.94? That's kind of charged. So we'll fly one 2S battery, at least. Will we fly two 2S batteries? We will. This one's at 4.3. Will we fly three 2S batteries? We sure will. 4.25. All right, we're flying some 2S. There's also a 450-1S here. Let's see if he's charged. I think he is. Yep, 4.38. So we'll fly a bunch of stuff. That'll be fun for me. Is it fun for you guys when I fly around? Or do you hate it? You can be honest. Don't be honest. If you hate it, don't be honest. Phony baloney, man. It's the little things, you know? Maggie got me some really cool stuff. The kids got me some cool stuff. My parents got me some amazing stuff. My parents got all of us some really nice stuff. I gave Azalea the Pierce the Veil tickets that I got. I'm taking her and a friend May, I believe, of next week. We're going to be on the lawn, which is cool. The non-lawn tickets were $550. So yeah, didn't do that, but yeah, lawn was like I think it was like 40-something bucks. So I got free tickets. I'm not really into Pierce the Veil. They're not bad. I stopped listening to metal a long time ago. That's just me though. Look at that, man. A stack of baloney. A whole big stack of phony baloney. That's too cool. And this is kind of like reusable. Like I can put the baloney back in here, and then they used a very similar locking setup that some actual baloney. Maybe I'll hang this from the tool shelf in the garage, and then I can always take it down and write something on it. Write measurements or some such on it. That's super cool. It's the little things that I really laugh my ass off about. Look at this, yo. We're going to put this together on the stream. This is like a magical little... I'm subscribed to a bunch of filmmakers on here on YouTube. And this is like a super secret little filmmaker thing that yeah, it's a vape, but you don't ruin your lungs with it. And it actually has a dry ice mode. It cools down the fog a little bit, so it'll sit down. So this is going to be a super fun toy to mess around with for thumbnails and just generally like screwing around. So yeah, this will be cool. We'll put this together and fire it up on the stream tonight. That'll be neat, right? I also I'm interested to play around with this with like tiny whoops and do like some high speed to like watch what like we can take like a frame and motor and propeller setup where the prop is sitting too high and or like too low in the duct, and see if we can see anything in 120, or I think the iPhones will do 240 frames a second. Maybe we'll be able to see something. It'll be fun to screw around with, if nothing else. You know what I mean? So that'll be super cool. I'm excited about that. Parents got me a. We're gonna bust this open right now. I mean, I already opened it, but we're gonna load this up right now. So, 12 hours of Christmas is gonna be Friday. It's probably gonna be starting at 2 p.m. It really depends on whether or not I can get my sleep schedule even remotely under control in the next 2 days. If I can get some sleep Thursday night, I'll start it at noon. It doesn't necessarily matter when I start it because it's going to be 12 hours long. So whenever you guys can swing by, I'll be here. And so, yeah. 12 o'clock or 2 o'clock, it shall begin. The madness shall begin. Spare Teflon tube. What the hell is that for? That little exit point, maybe? This is a 3D printing filament dryer. And I've been waiting for this is, you know, what's funny is this is one of the things that I was like waiting for to start 3D printing. Because all of you have told me that it's really important to have one of these with TPU, and I'm only really interested in printing with TPU. And so, yeah. This is exciting. This is going to be super fun. I have not actually opened up. I know that I shouldn't. I should leave it closed, but I just can't. And we're going to start 3D printing on Friday, so it'll only sit open for 2 days. But I've never opened a thing of filament before. And so we're going to do that, and I'm going to put it in here. Like, right now. Is that fun? Are you guys excited? No? Jesus, they zip-tied this power supply down in here. Aggressively. Quite aggressively. Jeez! Ooh! Ooh, okay. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Alright. So, we got that going on. Which is nice. Remember I was saying I got this boombox for Sunday stuff, but I had a PA speaker coming, and I was all excited about the PA. I got the PA on Saturday, used it on Sunday, and it's trash. So I'm really glad that I didn't return this yet. I gotta find a different solution. First of all, the PA, I swear to God, it said that it had a battery built in, and it doesn't. This has a battery built in, which is really, really nice. This also functions as a power bank, which is super cool. But the main thing is that this just sounds really good. So this is made by a company called Earfun. See on the top there? Earfun, which is apparently, oh, it's on the front. Which is apparently some Swedish guy, some Swedish audiophile that was just pissed that there were no boomboxes that sounded good. So he made a bunch of them. He made a bunch of Bluetooth speakers that sound really, really nice. They're designed for sound quality rather than just like all the horrible booming bass in the world. And yeah, so that sounds beautiful. I still do want to try to find a PA setup though, a lightweight 8-inch drivered PA speaker that will have line-in XLR and you know, giant microphone plug, whatever the hell the name of that plug is. Because I would like to have something that when friends come over that play guitar, they can plug into and either borrow Azalea's Fender or if they bring their own, right? Also, you know, PAs are designed to be loud, and Sundays we are in a big-ass empty space, which it requires some volume. This thing is like perfectly loud, like turned all the way up. It's great, and it doesn't distort, and it sounds fantastic, but it can't be used as a PA. It's just a giant Bluetooth speaker. And like, I'm not going to use that all that much. Like, I would rather have a smaller. Earfun makes a smaller Bluetooth speaker that sounds really good. Obviously, it's not going to push nearly as much air, but like, you know, a small Bluetooth speaker is nice to bring with you camping, whatever. This is a bit much, you know, like I don't need a full-blown ghetto blaster at the beach, camping, stuff like that. It's just unnecessary. So I'd rather have a smaller Bluetooth speaker and then a PA that I can, right? But I'm not going to spend much money on it. What I bought was a Behringer $100 8-inch driver PA with Bluetooth built in. Has to have Bluetooth built in. And it was just trash. It sounded like shit. The Bluetooth would randomly disconnect when I was like 5 feet away. And then if you played music through Bluetooth more than like 10 or 15 minutes, it would start to like have this popping sound in the music and like crackling. And it was just all like top to bottom. It was just a horrible product. And so, yeah, that's getting returned. So there's that. which was annoying. I was so excited about that, man. I really thought that would be a super cool 2-in-1 thing to use on Sundays and then to have here. This is Pyroflex. Pyroflex is apparently, according to Brain 3D, SaneSmart. This is just SaneSmart TPU. And this is where Brain 3D gets their SaneSmart TPU from when they get Violet. It's hard to find Violet TPU, but yeah, Pyrodrone has it. And so, again, I know that I should not open this because I'm not gonna run this thing yet. But I'm gonna put. I got a couple of silica desiccant packets that I'll just throw in here until Friday, so that hopefully it doesn't saturate. It's also not humid here, so it should be fine. Oh, I just cut through the thing and it went as the air got in there. That's satisfying. Look at me, man. I'm a 3D printing donkey now. Not yet. Not yet. Ooh! Alright, I'll be honest. This is kind of satisfying. Oh man, this silica packet is these beads are big. They've been absorbing some water. Look at this. Look how official. Oh my god. Yeah, I've never held in my hands TPU filament before. Look at this. How fancy are you? I can totally see why you got to keep this shit dry. This is soft, dude. Wow. Look how cool that violet is. Come on. You can't tell me that's not the best 3D print color. What does it want to exit this thing out the top like this? So it just donkeys on in there like that. And then it looks like it has 2 exit points. One right here in between where it closes. Like Pac-Man. Chomp, 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 chomp. And then there's another one up top. I'm assuming this one up top is the one that I'll use. There we go. And then it'll just spin around while it's drying. Well, no, I mean... Cool! Look at this, man. Look how official I am. Is this official? No? It's not official? Well, fuck you. Dude, Sunlu coming through. 3D printing filament dryer. This is the Filadryer S1 Plus. It matches the Bambu Lab printer, which is what's important here. If you're not going to print good, you better look good. Teflon tube spare. Where do these guys go? I would think maybe they go in there, but it doesn't look like it's big enough for it. Little tiny pieces of Teflon tube. They obviously go somewhere that they want you to have be smooth. I think it goes in the front thing here. And it's got a little control board in the bing bong. I gotta figure out what temperature to run this at and how long to run it at. They give you a little... Oh, it's right here. Temperature reference. TPU. Baking temperature. 47 to 51 Celsius. Oh my god. For 3 to 6 hours. Holy hell. Alright, so I gotta try to remember to get this thing going before the 3D printing begins. So I guess I'll put it... Oh, you know what? I will... It looks like I will end up using the low hole because the look, I got these pants. Look at these pants. This won't go horribly awry. Look at it over there. Look how good that looks over there. Yeah. The filament intake is low. It's all the way down here. So I'll end up using that bottom output port thing. Official. Man, it looks like it's meant to be there. Cool, man. I could dig. Pyroflex. Neat. Did anybody not know that Pyroflex was Sane Smart? Did I just teach someone something about 3D printing? 1.75 millimeters, 800 grams, violet, translucent. I really prefer the translucent filament because when you put a GoPro in the translucent filament, you can see the red flashing light through it to know whether or not you're recording. When you use opaque, like I got a couple 3D print mounts done in black, which is opaque, and then you don't know if you're recording. It completely blocks out the recording light. Let me put some desiccant in here. I should have a few of them. I do. And yes, I know that you need to bake these to dry them out, but it's better than nothing. I'm sure that putting a couple of these in here is better than nothing. And it's just for a couple of days. Yeah, there we go. All right. Cool. It's almost time. It's almost time, man. The 3D printing adventure shall begin on Friday. Power supply for it. I actually don't think I have a free plug for this. I'm going to have to fight for... oh, man, I'm going to need to find 2 plugs over there. Teflon tubes. Just put those right there. In the chat, if you want to talk directly to me, all you got to do is type CiottiFPV. It'll pop up, and then things will happen. It'll be great. It'll be great. CiottiFPV.com is the spot where you can support me. Lots of cool stuff going on. Head on over there. Click some buttons, and we'll keep hanging out till the dawn of time. 661FPV said, once again, your build setups are spot on. Just motor swapped my 2S 75mm with EX802 19,000s, and those motors are spot on. Lost 4.5 grams removing the 1102 14,000 kV motors. Nice, dude. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm pretty shocked that the 802s are as good as they are on these 2S analog builds. I really thought the 1002s were going to be the way to go. But it kind of makes sense. Oh, by the way, the beginning of the live stream, you were watching the 1S 75mm rig on 33,000 kV motors. And yeah, the 802 1S 75mm rigs fly pretty good. And so it would make sense that putting 2S through those would improve it significantly. Yeah, 1002s and 1102s are definitely going to be the way to go. Jackalope, thank you for the super chat. I'll read your message in a second. 1002s are definitely going to be the way to go for digital 2S 75mm rigs. Although 802s would probably still work. No, they'll definitely work, but I didn't like them. That's right, I tested that. I didn't like them as much as the 1002s. But yeah, on a lightweight analog 2S 75, the analog, I'm sorry, the 802s are they're just right. Just right. Raise FPV says, wanted to show up for you, CiottiFPV, the same way you show up for us all the time around the holidays. Who knows, this might be all some people have, so thank you for what you do for us. The message spread. Thank you, dude. Very cool of you. Appreciate you showing up. It's important to show up for people or small businesses or whatever that you love. You know, if you stop showing up for them and a bunch of other people stop showing up for them, they might stop showing up for you. So yeah, go out of your way to support the people or things that you love. And if enough people do that, they'll stick around. This, me being able to do this full time for the last 3+ years is a perfect example of that, right? You guys keep supporting me and coming in and telling friends and, turning other cool people onto this. And that's allowed us to build this to the point that we're at now and keep on going. So that's pretty cool. 661 says, currently running 90% motor limit. Could probably go a little higher, like 95%. I haven't gone that high with mine. It probably feels great with that much power. I'm at 85% on 19,000 kV motors. Drones says, Merry Christmas, my friend. Thank you, dude. Merry Christmas to all of you. Bob Bruce says, Merry Christmas to everyone. Jackalope with a $10 super chat. He says, Merry Christmas. Thank you very much, dude. Let me figure out where I was at. Smirk spelled my name out with crazy characters. That's fun. How'd you do that? What is that? How did you do that? Extra thick text generator. Look at that. That's pretty cool. How do you do this? How do you computer people do these things? That's awesome. I dig it. Can I put that into Betaflight? Can that be my in my OSD? Hold on a second. I doubt it. I don't think that'll work, but it's worth a shot. It's in the clipboard right now, so I'll paste it in and see what happens. Try to find my place in chat. Wow, I'm way behind on chat. Okay. Again, this is going to be a chill stream. I'm completely exhausted, and it's Christmas. 661 says X12. What is yours weigh? Yeah, so I'm 1.2 grams heavier. Okay, why? Get out of here. Connect. So it's actually going to be in the configuration. It's going to be in here. What happens if I pay? No. No. No way that works. No way. It's no, it doesn't work. Look at those weird characters that it ends up making that into, though. That's crazy looking. What if we go into the font manager and change to a different font? Let's try Clarity. Upload font. Let's see what that does. I assume it's going to be the same wacky characters. Right, let's see. Yeah, no, it's still all over the place. That's crazy looking. It's like, what is that? It's a weird E with something. It's a crazy looking bracket. Line, RM. That's nuts, those characters that it pulled. So this is on what? Clarity now? I don't necessarily want to keep it on Clarity, but that's okay. Save. Come back in here. Oh, yeah, look. It didn't even save it. It got all angry. 'Twas worth a shot. Okay. We're going to fly some drones tonight, friends. Every Day with Bruno says, what is the best secondhand Fatshark goggle or goggles in general? Analog, eventually I'll go digital, but not in a big hurry. Chat, help me out. What are the hot sky zones? There's probably some used sky zones. And what's cool about the sky zones is they have the good DVR. The one main pain in the ass with buying a set of Fatsharks is the DVR is worthless. If you don't, a lot of people aren't going to care about that. A lot of people aren't going to want to DVR any of their analog stuff because, with analog, you're kind of just flying for fun, right? So if you don't care about DVR, Fatsharks are great. I love my HD3s. I don't really like the OLED screens and the HDOs and the HDO2s. They don't make anything. They're not better. Like, it doesn't. I don't know. With analog, it just doesn't look better. Like, if I'm watching a movie or something, sure. But analog is the opposite of watching a movie, right? And so the OLED screens do nothing for me. They don't. They just, yeah. On like Walk Snail or DJI or something, okay, I get it. But with analog, the OLED screens really, they just don't. Yeah, I just don't care. It doesn't look any better to me for whatever reason. And so, yeah, if I was going to buy a set of Fatsharks right now, it would be a set of HD3s. Or HD2s if I could find them, but man, they're rare as hell. If you like OLED screens, the HDOs and the HDO2s are great. You're going to probably pay a little bit more money for those. But yeah, there are some a bunch of the Sky Zones goggles have the good DVR, and there are some good Sky Zones, and they're old enough where you could probably find them used for pretty cheap. So that might be a better idea. But if you want to go super old school, Fatsharks are amazing for what they are. They're just great. They're super comfortable. There's tons of different foam available, millions of 3D prints. Yeah, super solid, super reliable. And yeah, these are one of my pairs of HD3s. I have these, and I have a backup set. Yeah, just to me, Fatsharks are like the most old school cool thing in FPV. And yeah, I've had them for many, many years, and they've just never let me down. Like the other set of HD3s that I have thousands, if not like tens of thousands of batteries through them. And they've just been amazing the entire time. I forget why I bought another set. Somebody was selling another set cheap, and I snagged them to just have a backup set. And I think I started using the backup set. It might have been because like I put a different color sticker on the front. Yeah, I don't think there was a specific reason that I stopped using the original set, but they've just been like awesome, man. They've been such workhorses. Greenhorn FPV says baloney hot plate. LOL. Cole Powers says nitrates are not equal to capital N nitrates are not equal to lowercase n nitrates. What's that mean? Denzel the Terrible says baloney. Ew, it's just a slice of big uncooked hot dog. Oh, I know. I like hot dogs too. Mario Beans says Merry Christmas, turds. Denzel the Terrible says, got myself a Bambu P1S, and I'm waiting on CiottiFPV's Ultimate Module 7 build parts in the mail. I'm old, gotta buy my own presents, rather. Nothing wrong with that, man. My favorite thing about Christmas is an excuse to buy myself some stuff. Usually I'll buy myself like one really nice thing. I don't know if I did. I don't know if I did this year. I did do like I did that Pyrodrone order that I showed you guys the other day. I dumped it out on the floor over there. Yeah, I don't know. I like doing what I do here. Every once in a while, like probably about once a month, maybe once every other month, I'll go on Get FPV or RDQ or Pyrodrone, or Tiny Whoop or Weebleed, and I'll just shop around, and I'll just buy a bunch of stuff that either I want or I want to review. And that's, like, I'm very lucky to be able to just sort of do that. And I'll spend, like, between $50 and $100 on stuff, and then, you know, we do a mailbag, open it up, see what the reaction that I get is in chat, and then do, like, review it or just use it or whatever. And that's pretty cool. That really scratches the retail therapy itch, if I'm honest. And so, Yeah, like it used to be a big deal for me, like buying myself something that's like $200-300 for Christmas. Um, it's not as big of a deal anymore, right? Like FPV is still my obsession. And like it's yeah, more often than not, like I've got the things that I want, and it just yeah, that itch is scratched, and it's cool to have the newest set of motors to try out and fly around, and that's very very fun. So Gray Hat says 2S 75 millimeter. When I pull out of a dive to the left, I get a sudden yaw jerk, and then it recovers. Right is fine. All other flying is ripping great. No loose props. No other physical issue. Take the front motors and put them on the back. Take the back motors and put them on the front. What this is going to do is, if motor 4 is bad, it's now going to go to motor 3. And so it was spinning this direction. Now it's going to spin this direction. And the same thing is going to happen with motors 1 and 2. And so if you have a motor that's bad, it is now going to be spinning the opposite direction. And so that is going to reverse when put it into the same situation. And if all of a sudden it starts doing everything to the right and not to the left, the problem is a bad motor, not a bad ESC channel. If it keeps doing it to the left, then it's a bad ESC channel. Or the build just doesn't have enough power and you want to bump up the motor limiting, or you're too heavy or something like that. But yeah, that's the easiest first troubleshoot step. Is to you can do it left to right, but you got to move all 4 motors, and you got to put the motors that are spinning one direction into a position where they're spinning the other direction, because that's how yaw works. Yaw fires up 2 motors that are spinning one direction and breaks 2 motors that are spinning the other direction. So by reversing all your motors like that, right, makes sense. It's going to stress out a different set of motors, and you'll either see the behavior change or stay the same. If it stays the same, it's an ESC deal. Cool. Grey Hat says, can I get a decent layer of fog to fly above, in/around the cube? I doubt it. I don't think we'll try it though. That's a great idea. This does have a constant on mode, so we will try that. That's a really fun idea. Look at that, manufactured in Shenzhen. They're manufacturing this where all the FPV stuff is being made. Look at this fancy thing, man. This is the Fog Machine S30. This is very highly reviewed by filmmakers here on YouTube. Comes in a nice fancy little case. This is basically just a box mod. So this is a diffuser to get the fog not to come shooting out of it. It'll like pour out of it. Look at this big thing. Holy shit. All right, it's a little bit more than a if you've got a vape that's this big and serious, stop. You're gonna like, I get it. I understand that, like, supposedly it's not harmful to vape, but like, look, people have not been doing it for long enough. Like the popcorn factory that gave all their employees popcorn lung, they thought it was safe, and then all those people got all jacked up. This is too big. This is too big. Don't inhale this much. Not at once. Just relax. Just relax. Go get a snack. Go eat something. First use, forbid direct boot. The hell does that mean? Refuel first and wait 3 minutes before use. Oh, they don't want you to fire it up dry. That's cool. I get it. Oh, God. I just immediately turned it on dry. Maggie's laughing at something upstairs. I'm super curious what it is. I want to know. Nobody's allowed to laugh without me in this house. I want to laugh too, man. this is wrapped up in this, like, you know that that shrimp wrap that TBS gives you, the, like, now you know what it is, the crinkly stuff. That's what this is. Get off of me. That's what this is all, like, sealed up in. It's hard to get off. Just like my ex. It's not true. There we go. All right, cool. So they want me to load it up with stuff first. So we'll do that. Hey. Everybody feeling okay? Is anybody in chat struggling? You don't have to answer that. But if you're brave, you can. And we're here for you, man. It's all good. Sometimes days that are joyous for a lot of people are not so joyous for you, and that's okay. Tomorrow gonna be better. This manual is completely in gobbledygook, so we'll throw that directly in the trash. It comes with some tubes, yo. It comes with fog juice, 60 milliliters. Keep in normal temperature. Avoid direct sunlight. Not for smoking. Good to know. It comes with a tube. I can beat someone with a rubber hose now. This is a plastic tube. Guess that can go on top there. And a bent plastic tube. That's satisfying. Look at that mandrel bend in there. You didn't know that I knew what a mandrel bend was, did you? I know what mandrel bends are because fancy car exhausts are mandrel bent so that it doesn't impede on the airflow. Mandrel bending means that they keep the that you maintain the diameter. You maintain the diameter of the tube in the bend. So you actually have to add material. To do a mandrel bend, you have to push the material in as you're bending it. If you just heat this up and bend it, the part where it bends is gonna flatten out. And you don't get as good airflow when you do that. Look at this thing, man. Look at this fancy thing. Shit. And then it shows you tank refueling. But they wrote it in gray on black. Gently lift the silicone cover to reveal the oil hole. We're going to fly this today. I pieced this together during the last live stream. It's the Matrix AIO with a CO3, the Beta G-string canopy on a Cockroach V3 frame with 40,000 kV 702s and the HQ 1.2 by whatever the hell they are, bi-blades. Why is there's like water or something in here? All right, so what does it say? Gently lift the silicone bing bong. It shows the top already taken off though, so let's attempt to take, okay, so there's the button on the side here. Push that. And then that lets me, in theory. How can I not, okay, there we go. All right, so we got the lid off. So it shows it like this, and then, so they're saying this silicone glip glop, you pop that off. The oil bottle cap can be refueled by aiming at the oil injection hole. That seems pretty easy. They put a child-proof cap on this. That's pretty slick. All right. So I guess I'm just going to dump it in there. After refueling, tighten the oil tank and install it back to the main engine. It seems like they want you to take this off. You probably don't have to, but like God forbid you spill it. You would not want it. This is probably just a giant battery. You wouldn't want to spill it in there. So, all right, we'll leave it off. All right, so Put it in there. I guess we just squeeze some in. I'm gonna put a bunch. This is thrilling FPV content right here, I'm sure. People that vape are just shitting their pants right now. All right, it's above what appears to be a heating element, so that's probably enough. Get rid of that. 60 millimeters fog machine fluid. Throw this back on. Okay. And says screw it back on. Okay. And now I guess we just turn it on. And wait 3 minutes, I think it said. All right, so there we go with that. I got some of the juice on me. Hopefully it's non-carcinogenic. What is this? This is open? It says open? What's open mean? Open the gates of wrath? Is that what that means? I guess I put this thing on, I'm assuming. Oh boy. Put it on wrong. Gotta put it on that side. And then it snaps in on this side, okay. What does this cover that? Okay, so yeah, when we're running it. Move that out of the way. This tube looks cool. Oh, that's neat. So this is threaded here, but then there's a little silicone jibbo jabbo down here. I don't know why this is threaded. They didn't give me anything to thread on here. Well, let's put this on. And then we'll just flip it on, see what happens. All right, a little blue light. And yeah, I don't know. Let's put some of the attachments on here. This is the diffuser-ish attachment. And then look, we got this thing. This is a high pressure nozzle, they call it. They call this a liquid smoke filter. What does open mean? I push the open button, nothing happens. Heat insulation cover must be installed on the machine. Okay, so they do want this cover on there. Now there's two blue lights. I wonder if that's a good thing. I don't want this thing on there. Hot. It says hot. Hopefully it doesn't burn this plastic to the ground. Look, there's a little remote. That's pretty cool. I can push the remote from across the room. There's probably an application that you can put on your phone too. Grey Hat says, yo, Merry Christmas. I'm off the whole week. Should I fly 30 batteries a day, or is there diminishing returns at that point versus just flying like 20? It's going to be different for everybody. You'll feel it. If you're getting to the point of diminishing returns, you'll feel it. Denzel the Terrible says, just put the TPU in the dryer at like 40 to 50 C until Friday. That's hot, isn't it? Mario Bean says, which printer do you have? I missed it. At this year's Rampage, I won the micro category, and I won a Bambu Lab A1 Mini, which I have not plugged in yet, but I will be on Friday. Brad Monin says, could you do a small deep dive into what frame you would get today for a new 5-inch Freestyle other than the Glide? I have no idea, dude. Maybe the new Glide. I guess the new Glide with the big thick arms. I really have not paid any attention to 5-inch stuff. So yeah, I just do not know, man. Sorry. I'm having so much fun flying tiny whoops that 5-inch stuff is not like a super priority at all. So yeah, I wish I had a better answer for you, but I think the new Glide frame seems pretty damn cool. It could be really good. It's hard for me to say that though because I absolutely have not built or flown it. But Bob makes really good stuff. I trust the stuff that Bob makes, so I would think it would be pretty good. That is just a guess though. There could be something about the new glide frame that's absolutely obnoxious and makes me want to jump off the roof. So, fair warning. So it said 3 minutes. Has it been on for 3 minutes yet? I don't know if it'll like automatically start making magical spoke things happen, or if I have to push the open button. I wonder why that button is called open. Or maybe I have to push the button on the remote control. Yo, it's got a remote control. Let's push the open button, see what happens. Open. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. We'll give it some more time. Is this camera view exciting? Are you guys as excited as I am to have a handheld fog machine? They didn't give any instructions whatsoever. Here are the instructions. Available to all kinds of short video shooting, portrait photography, film, and television smoke effects. Look at this. Look at this picture on the box. Tell me that that picture doesn't make you want this thing. Look at that. Look what it can do. Lynca, L-Y-N-C-A. It's got a 2,550 mAh battery in it. 30 watts. Hard bent tube. Slide up to turn on, slide down to turn off. Well, oh, that's neat. When it's turned on without the oil tank, it'll beep. Oh, there we go. Double click to use. Double click the open button to use it. Turn on the smoke. After booting, press the smoke button twice in a row. To turn it off, press it once. So let's see. It's been on for a minute. 1, 2. Oh! Oh! Shit. Ready? 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 Whoa! Oh no, I hit it twice. Doesn't smell like anything. That's kind of cool. Okay. So it's going up quite a bit. I want to know the dry ice mode. Okay. With hard tube, liquid smoke filter, users can freely change the shape of the smoke, creating magical liquid smoke effect. And in many ways, replace the need for dry ice in product photography or food photography. Okay. Incense burning. So it's just, there's no modes. It's just use the different things. Use the different attachments. Okay, that's fine. Batteries, red light, power indicator. This is a worthless manual. As they all are. Alright. Well, here's the high pressure nozzle. Let's see what that's like. I'm just like lightly putting it on there. Let's see. Oh, that is high pressure as hell. Alright, so we got the high pressure nozzle figured out. Now we're going to use this thing. Apparently this is going to make it dry ice mode. Here we go, guys. Dry ice mode coming at you. Yo! That's okay. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. That's fucking dry ice mode. I'm okay. Sure. It's pretty cool. It doesn't smell like anything. Usually fog machines have like kind of a smell to them, I think. Damn, yo. Okay. Okay. Cool. So I think this silicone tube is going to be the jam. I think this is going to be my the thing that I use the most, because I think what I can do with this is plug it on in, and then I think the main use for this thing is going to be I mainly got this for thumbnails. I could put this like down here. I wish that would... I'm assuming I have to keep this thing upright. I'm assuming I don't want to turn this thing on its side. I gotta find a way to get this to sit down like this, but basically... Nah, man, let's go all in. We're gonna go all the way in on this. Hold up. So, we're gonna turn on a transmitter here. And, grab one of these here batteries, put it in this damn thing, load the desk up with smoke, and then arm this little bastard. Oh, here we go! Oh! Oh shit, yo. Some of these motors, okay, it does have a smell. it's okay. You can't see it, but it is quite foggy in here. Some of these motors are spinning the wrong direction. I have not put this into Betaflight yet. Yo, your boy's about to have some serious thumbnails. I'm gonna overuse the shit out of this. Hold up. Oh boy, you guys are gonna get sick of seeing this. Yeah. Oh, buddies. Oh. Dude, I'm gonna use this fucking thing so much. Oh, this is gonna be... Wow, look at the fog just hanging out on the ground there. Yo. Okay. Is it just me, or is this the coolest shit? Oh. Oh. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna be buying this fog juice by the fucking barrel. Turning it off. I gotta turn it off because I will not stop screwing around with this. Oh, dude. Yeah, all right. This is gonna be... I'm telling you right now that you are gonna get sick of fog in my thumbnails. That is pretty slick. The question though was, will it put a layer of... All right, we're just gonna dive in. We're going in. We're going in. I'm gonna put this into Betaflight and get the motors spinning the right direction, and then I'm putting this thing over there, and then I can turn it on with the remote, I'm assuming, and I'll turn it on while I'm sitting here, and we'll see what's what. So Betaflight is up. Plugging, it uses the silly little dongle thing. All right, silly little dongle thing. Come on. Okay. All right, let's get this going here. Hold on. Let me give you guys... Somebody's going to buy this thing right now, I'll bet. Ready? Ready? S30. S30 fog. Machine. Is this the one? That's the one. That's the one. And then... Where's the... There it is. What? Excluded? You Jerks. All right, never mind. I was gonna give you a, I was gonna give you an affiliate link to it, but doesn't look like it works. If you're gonna buy one though, go to CiottiFPV.com, hit my Amazon affiliate link first. Maybe it'll work. Probably won't. That's okay though. And if you're using Honey, uninstall that shit. I watched the YouTube video about it. Them some scummy ass motherfuckers, yo. Honey has stolen like I think they said billions of dollars from YouTube creators. Not fucking cool, yo. Honey should be absolutely ashamed of themselves. And I have a funny feeling there is going to be one hell of a lawsuit against them in the future here. Getting the motors spinning the right direction. Motor 1 is wrong. Motor 2 is wrong. Motor 4 is wrong. Motor 3... How are they all wrong? Let's see if this board and or the version of Betaflight that's on here actually reverses the motors. It does indeed. Everyone is now spinning the right direction. Stop motors. Close. Disconnect. And here we go. This guy goes here. This guy goes here. We got a battery. And I'm now going to turn this thing back on. And let's see if the remote works. It does. Shit, the remote won't turn it off, though. Whoa, okay. So the remote doesn't turn it off. That's weird. But that's okay. I can just run across the room, I guess. All right, hang on. So let's turn this fan off. I want no airflow whatsoever in here. I'm going to turn the heater off as well. Okay. Ooh, it's getting a little smoky up in here. All right, here we go, yo. Trusty old Fatshark HD3s coming up. This could be really cool. There's a chance you won't be able to see it, but there's also a chance that this could be really, really cool. I probably want to turn off most of the lights in here, but we'll mess with that in the future. For right now, I wonder what this will look like. I wonder if you'll even be able to see it. But so button. Oh, it's on. Ah! Forgot to turn the transmitter on. Oh, I turned it on too early. Oh, it turned off with the remote. That's cool. Oh, I can see it over there. I can see it. Okay. Alright, I wasn't ready. Now I'm ready. Connect, DLRS. Connect. Oh, we're in. We're in. Here we go. It's on. We're going. Why the hell is the crosshair on? What is happening? What? Oh, it's flying away. Look at that shit. If I get close to it, though, it's gonna blow it all over the place. This thing is flying terrible. I probably have the tune, like, absolutely cranked. Fuck. Look at that, man! It's not really dropped. It is kind of dropping. Look at that. All right, hold on. Let me fix the tune. It is obviously very upset. I set the smoke alarm off over there. What? Oh, it was in turtle mode. All better. Yo. This thing's flying weird. I gotta figure out what's going on with it. Hey! It's still trying to run away. Oh my god, what in the hell? Okay. Immediate unrecoverable crash. Hey. Okay. Well, we tried. I'll play around with that more in the future. It's smoky down here. Man, I gotta do some fun shit with this. I'm gonna figure some cool stuff out to do with this. Where'd the tiny whoop go? There it is. Oh man, the creative juices are gonna be flowing on this one. I probably just need to back the tune off a little bit more, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll play around with that more. Damn, yo! That's fun. That's gonna be fun. It's probably cheaper just to buy one of the silly box mod things, but I mean, this does come with a bunch of attachments, and that's a huge reservoir. Like, that'll create a ton of smoke, I'm assuming. And it's got that little pump built in. With the box moddy things, you have to suck. Yo, look at that layer it's making on the table. Oh! 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 Oh, a twister! Wait, turn off. We'll see what kind of residue this leaves all over the desk. Yeah. I'm sorry, but this is what the live streams now are. It's just playing with air. Look at it just sitting there. Look at it just hanging. I've always been one of the things that fascinates. That's a bit awkward. One of the things that's always fascinated me about FPV. Oh yeah, there's residue. Okay. Yeah, okay. I can see it on the desk actually. I can see. Oh yeah, okay. So we're not gonna be doing that. That's all up in the keyboard shit now. Yeah, okay. All right. Duly noted. It does leave. I'm not gonna say it's sticky, but it's not sticky. I've always been fascinated by airflow, just in general, and so fog machines actually allow you to see that airflow, which is super interesting. And so yeah, I'm going to spend far too much time screwing around with this. I just got to figure out how to manage the residue that this thing is going to leave, and I got to not do it on top of the keyboard because that's going to be bad. Cole Powers says your first should be a donkey. I'm down with that. Cole Powers also says don't be afraid to flip the roll around and pull up. I don't know if it will bind up if it's pulled at an odd angle, but if it does, flip the roll around. Cool. Good call. Cole Powers, it says, and leave the lid cracked while drying. Close it to preserve freshness. Interesting. Okay. Denzel the Terrible says, standing on an office chair is OG, not safe for work. Yeah. Every time I stand on an office chair, I'm like, really? I'm doing this again? Like, I haven't been bitten, but boy, it's coming. Moss1 says, Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas to you as well. Grey Hat says, how do you like 0803 for HD2S 75mm? So I was super excited for 0803. This is a set of sub 250, the company, 19,000 kV 0803s that I ran on the Walksnail 2S rig for a while. And I was super disappointed. I got the worst runtime at it. I compared these to 1102s, 1002s, and 802s. These gave me the worst runtime and not great power. They didn't do anything all that well. I was super sad about that. But it's okay. The 1002s are great on the heavier rigs. The 802s are great on the lighter rigs. And the 1102s are just nutso. So yeah. Moss1 says, same thing. I switched out the 804 for 802. Is there a kV limit? I'm not sure what you mean by is there a kV limit. Tag me again. Tell me more. YouTube just did the thing. Scrolling back up. Mario Bean says, I thought I could send a super chat through PayPal, but I guess it doesn't work that way. Nope, but I can go and look it up. Mario Beans with a $20 PayPal. Thank you so much, dude. He says, Merry Christmas, man. Thanks for saving me from buying junk and saving me hundreds of dollars. You're certainly welcome, brother. Thank you for helping me continue to do this full time. Very, very cool of you. Gold Power says, UTF character encoding. No, will not work with OSD. 99% sure OSD is ASCII encoding. Interesting. Smirk going hard on the crazy characters. That's wild. I never really played around with that. Cole Power says the I's and T's are the same characters. I'm going with UTF-8. Raze says, come on, we grew up watching movies on analog screens. Yeah, for real. Grey Hat says HDO2 has better FOV, I think. I have some for sale, LOL. I forget. The HD2, the old school non-OLED HD2s that are very rare, they have the mega field of view. The HD3s, I believe, have the same field of view as the HDO2s. The HDOs have the smallest field of view, but it's still fine. It's not bad. It's enough field of view. But yeah, I would love to find a set of HD2. If you guys ever see old school Fatshark HD2s for sale, let me know, because they have the mega field of view. I would love a set of those. Feel4 MYG says, will you be putting any 2S builds in your Etsy for sale? No. Well, maybe I'll. You never know. I don't have plans to, but you never know. Everyday with Bruno says, thank all you so much and taking the time. You're certainly welcome, brother. Feel says, also, what's the best 65mm motors in terms of power and durability? No such thing as best. It's just different. Power and durability. If I had to pick just one, it would be... So, durability is easy. Every single motor but one has a 1mm motor shaft, which is the weak point of all these tiny little motors. And so, if you're looking for a durable motor, the only way to get additional durability is to go up to a 1.5mm motor shaft. And for a 65mm rig, the only way to do that is to get, at the moment, is to get Weebleed. I think Tiny Whoop has one single 0702 with a 1.5mm motor shaft. But I believe it's a lower KV than you're going to want. Weebleed has the 0702 32,500 kV screamers that come with 1.5mm motor shafts. Weebleed also sells those bells separately with the 1.5mm motor shaft. So if you really want power and durability, you buy the 40,000 kV skirt motors from them, and then you swap the bells, which is what I did on this guy here. This is my Mobula 6 2024 super ultralight mega crazy build. And yeah, this has that exact setup, and it's awesome. And Zotek confirmed on my stream the other day that there are a bunch more 1.5 millimeter motor shaft, 30 millimeter propellers for the 65 millimeter whoops on the way. At the moment, he has the Gemfan 1210s, which are a great propeller, but there are some newer propellers that are a little bit better balanced and a little bit lighter. And yeah, it sounds like they're on the way, which is amazing. Denzel the Terrible says, I want to see slow-mo of Teddy running out of the smoke. Oh man, what is he going to do? What is he going to do with the smoke? I wonder what his reaction is going to be to it. Gray Hat says, you ever use Tiny Whoop motor oil or any kind of oil for whoop motors? I have. If you've got whoop motors that are like dying and or dead, throw some oil in them and it might bring them back to life for a little bit. I don't recommend that you use oil in motors that aren't dying, because the problem is the oil attracts dirt. And so like you oil up a Tiny Whoop motor and it's great for a couple of batteries, and then it's worse because that oil attracts a bunch of dirt. Also, the oil, they turn such a high RPM that the oil goes flying out everywhere, and it gets all over the damn place. Not like on your hands, but it gets all over the motor. And so, yeah, I don't necessarily recommend it. Your best bet would be mountain bike chain lube, which is a dry lube. I don't know how that works, but that would be your best bet, because it's specifically designed to not have dirt stick to it. So I don't have any of that, though. The motors run fine without oil, so I just don't oil them. CiottiFPV says, now that you mention it, I'm in the middle of what's turning into a nasty divorce. Sorry, dude, that blows. This is the first time my house has been empty for Christmas in almost 30 years. It's been hard. We're all here for you, brother. Hang out with us. I'll be here for you 12 hours on Friday. Loads of people over on the Discord. Also, enjoy the peace, right? Lemons out of lemonade. Lemonade out of lemons kind of thing. There is something to be said for the peace that comes with an empty house. I spent, after my divorce, I spent about a year living alone, and I did not like it at first. But eventually it was like, okay, this is different, and there are some cool things about it. I can do absolutely whatever I want, whenever, like, just no rules whatsoever. I can go, I can leave, I can be loud, I can do whatever the hell I mean, I was in an apartment, so I couldn't be, like, super loud, but still. Yeah, there's a, yeah, it's not all bad. It's not all bad. Try to look at that side of it. Because, yeah, there's an incredible amount of freedom in that. So just keep looking at that. Keep thinking about that side of it. And hang out with all of us, man. Loads of people on Discord. FPV therapy group in the Discord with lots of super brave people that have been sharing their stories. Yeah, we're here for you, brother. Cole Power says, Fog Machine pro tip. If you get THC juice, crashing gradually becomes way funnier. Off Axis says, Merry Christmas, friends, CiottiFPV and Gangly Gang. Merry Christmas to you as well, brother. Denzel the Terrible says, it said 3 minutes before you turn on. Oh. Oh, well, too late now. I guess they want to let the juice saturate in there. I might have let it sit for 3 minutes. Off Axis says, that's rad. Fill the downstairs, then fly. Denzel the Terrible says, smells like radiator antifreeze. Cole Power says, got started vaping and 3D printing on the same day. Next stop, cryptocurrency, AI generators, and tech bro culture. Don't you dare. Denzel the Terrible says, wait till you have to clean it off all your lenses and monitors. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to... Oh, shit. Well... Yeah, I'm not gonna use it. I take the thumbnail. I take most of the thumbnails right here, but I'm not going to be anymore because, yeah, I mean, I can already tell. I did dump a ton of it on the desk here, but I can tell the desk. Yeah. I'm not going to be using it here. That's a terrible idea. BMF Spade says pretty damn cool. Islander FPV says the whole chat just dropped acid. Cole Power says, I thought I heard the remote cycling motor intensify. Are there different levels of vape? I don't think so. It didn't say in the instruction manual. Off Axis says, damn, same fog machine in Canada goes for 175. Jesus, that's ridiculous. Bob Bruce says, Maria Bean says, isn't Honey owned by PayPal? They are, which is affiliated with eBay. I will say this. It looks like PayPal bought Honey when they already had all this bullshit in place. So I hope that PayPal has had like nothing to do with that. But I don't know, whatever. Bob Bruce says you should close the door so there isn't a draft coming down the stairs or from the garage. Yeah, good call. Good call. There's certainly a draft coming. You guys might have been able to see it. I wasn't thinking about that. Skull says go do Cheech and Chong in your car. The Andilla Terrible says all your shit's gonna be so sticky. That's what it is. Yeah, it's not like super sticky, but there's like something. Grey Hat says if you put saran wrap around the very bottom of the cube just to close the bottom corners, the fog would connect and react to the low fly-throughs. That's cool. Smirk says there's tutorials how to make a tornado online. That's why I knew to do that with my hand. I've seen people doing that before, and I got a little tiny one. I'm gonna lose my mind with this thing. I just gotta find a place. I gotta find a place to mess with this where the residue is not gonna drive me absolutely insane. And like, so the first thing I think of is the garage, but the garage is gonna be drafty. I would like to find a spot that has no moving air whatsoever. Maybe the bathroom down here. I'll find a spot. Cole Powers says, what will really blow your mind is that air turbulence is happening at all times around you. That is what I find hysterical, is that the air is always moving, but you can't see it. And then once you see it, it's like, oh shit. You just don't get to see it without the vapor or smoke particles. Yeah, that's what has always like kind of fascinated me about air, is that it's always moving around in weird ways, right? Like me talking is creating like a crazy little situation of air moving around here. Frank Nicholas says, I've never left the top cracked / open when drying, kind of defeats the purpose. I would think so too. I'll mess around with it though. Grey Hat says, I have 33,000 kV T-motor 803s, was going to run 80%. Yeah, do it. I mean, they work. But 1002s are more efficient and more powerful than the 803s in my experience. I think the 803, it comes down to the size of the stator, right? 803. That's like 2 1/3 to 1. No, 2 2/3 to 1. Which is close to that 3 to 1 ratio, but not quite there. 1002s, right, are 5 to 1. So they're going to stay super cool all the time. So every time you hit the throttle, you're going to get the same amount of power. And that's going to help them be more efficient. Grey Hat says, so the power would be there, but efficiency matters. Yep. Probably just save me the trouble. You should do it anyway. You know, you have the motors, so I would definitely do it. Grey Hat says HD3 37 degree field of view, HDO2 46 degrees. No shit, I didn't realize the HDO2s had so much field of view. Jesus. Grey Hat says, remind me what props you said racers love because they're so reactive. The HQs, the HQ ultralights are like almost exclusively used, I think, by the racers. Cole Powers says, have you tried graphite in the motor, like a bit of pencil? I haven't. But I think the dry lube is made of graphite, so it's probably similar, if not the same stuff. James Thomas says, last stream you said I could use the RCN Power 802 22,000 limited down on a 2S build. What about what to use these 25,000 kVs on? Yeah, you can probably limit those 25,000s down, but the less motor limiting you do, the better. So the higher you go, the worse the throttle resolution is going to be. But you're probably fine. Grey Hat says, If you think about it, your mic teleports your air movement to our speakers through the internet. Yeah, it's true. It's weird to think about, right? I got my dad a set of these magical Sony speakers, Sony bookshelf speakers, for Christmas, and we were playing them down here in the basement, uh, and and my dad mentioned how I'd said, like, I asked my dad, like, hey, have you, because he used to work at a hi-fi audio store. I said, have you ever actually noticed a difference in sound quality when hooking up like a proper amp to a set of home theater speakers? Um, and like, I assume the answer is no, because the difference, like, with audio, the difference is in the speakers, right? Mainly. Um, and my dad mentioned, like, the two, he said, like, the two spots where you can really only hear the difference is the transducers. And I was like, what? Um, and he's like, well, the speaker is a transducer. But then the things that move the air, right? The things that move the air are the transducers. And then we started talking about how, like, the motors on our drones are kind of transducers too, right? Because they're moving air, which is weird to think about. But yeah, that was a cool conversation. Oh, that's why it wasn't flying right. There's a first. So this is the oldest Cockroach V3 frame that I've got, and I have officially finally broken a Cockroach V3 frame. Look at that. That totally explains why it was super upset. All right, so they're not indestructible. I cannot believe I haven't broken one of these there yet. That is a pretty thin little spot where that broke. This is a very old, very worn in Cockroach V3. And it's in the black plastic. I don't trust the black plastic as much as the clear or the white. Those light AF prototype frames that got sent to me that broke right away, they were the black plastic. And then the clear and the white plastic lasted forever. Yeah, you can tell how old this Cockroach V3 is by how many times the propellers have banged into the inside of the ducts. Yeah, this is an old one. So, all right, I guess we're not flying this rig tonight because that ain't. I ain't gonna be able to PID tune that shit out. That's a nasty break. Well, cool. That explains why it was acting weird. I have a couple more of these frames. I'll swap, and it's a clear G-string canopy, so it makes more sense on a clear frame. So I'll swap this into a clear frame. I also have to mess with this G-string canopy. Can you see how crooked it is? The G-string canopy is just not sitting level. I've been pre-bending these to relieve some of the stress on the posts in the frame. There goes YouTube. Shit in the bed. Way to go, YouTube. You suck. That's why it was all jittery. Hold on. Let me get this going again. Yo, I am starving. God, I gotta get some food as soon as this stream's over. That's a shame. I kind of wanted to fly this tonight, but it flies just like the other 40,000 kV one of these that I've got. So, no real difference. All right. Good to know. Cole Power says, that's right, banana hammock canopy. I forgot. It's the banana hammock canopy. Moss1 says, what KV did you recommend for 0802 2S builds? 18 or 19,000. And then you're going to motor limit it down a little bit. Gray Hat says, get the free replacement frame. Newbie Drone has sent me so many of these cockroach frames, from the prototypes to these, that, yeah, I wouldn't dare ask him for a free replacement. Gray Hat says, HD2 epic field of view you mentioned is 50 degrees. That's right, yep. So you might try some HDO2s at 46 to see if it scratches that itch. Very immersive. I have two sets of these HD2s. They're HD3s. They're totally fine. It would probably mess me up because I wouldn't be used to the different field of view. Jeffrey Long says, what's the field of view on the HD0 goggles? Anybody know? Jeffrey Long says, I've got a set of Fatshark Terminator T2 limited editions. They're just HD2s with a few extras, so keep your eyes open for a set of them if you can't find the HD2s. I almost bought a set of those Terminator T2s. I just don't like the way they look. The old school white Fatshark thing is just, I don't know, it's just super cool to me. But yeah, I almost bought a set of those when they were still being sold on GetFPV, actually. Four Eyes FPV says, if you have to, what is the best setup 65mm rig with HD0 AIO? I've already done that. We went through that on chat. It's just the 40,000 kV motors. But you can see me fly it and build it and do all the things. Just jump over to my channel, use the little search, and search for AIO 5. And it's going to be from a few months ago. Here you go. Building, tuning, flying the ultimate HD0 AIO 5 40,000 kV build. There you go. That's the stream for you. And then this is when I was just doing some simple stuff. This is the one that you want. Building, tuning, and flying. Yep, 40,000 kV motors. Gray Hat says 46 degrees on the HD0 goggles. Makes sense. They have pretty big field of view. Gray Hat also says, my favorite FOV feel is DJI V2. For some reason, like being movie theater, fourth row. I have all of my DJI goggles shrunken down because it's a little too much field of view for me. I don't want to have to like drastically move my eyeballs to look at the corners. I want to be able to easily see the corners out of my peripheral vision. Gray Hat says, do I need to motor limit 1002 19,000 kV for 2S75? Yes. Always motor limit first just to be safe and then turn it up a little bit. But yeah, 1002 19,000 kVs motors are going to make just way too much power. Maybe not way too much, but they're going to make too much power. Motor limit them down to like 80%. Fly it around, you'll love it. All right, cool. Let's do some... Wait, no, hold on. Yeah, no, let's do some flying. It is 11. Wow, it's 11:40 already. Let's do some flying, and then we will actually wrap this thing up because I gotta go eat. My stomach is audibly grumbling and rumbling and fumbling. We're just gonna fly. Well, no, we're flying a bunch of different stuff. Let's do a. Let's do the. I've got a 450 sitting here. I don't feel like flying this 450. I'm just going to discharge it. We're going to fly 2S. That's a terrible idea. Let's do it. We're going to fly all this talk about 2S 802 rigs. Let's do it. Maybe there's some lights on upstairs. I can go rail around up there and destroy some presents. Let me not plug it in until I have this shit ready. I got a little bit of this. A little bit of this. This is the 802 2S rig. 19,000 kV, motor limited down to 85%. Mobula 7 V3 frame. X12 AIO, Mobula 6 canopy, Runcam Nano 3, Micro V antenna, Tiny Whoop 0802 EX 19,000 kV motors with the 1.5mm motor shaft. I had this on the HQ props. It was oscillating to the moon. I put it back onto GemFan 1610s, and it started to not oscillate to the moon anymore. So in my experience, the GemFan 1610 1.5mm motor shaft props are more durable. Better balanced than the HQs. Oh my god! Oh, thank you. A little Christmas present right there. Oh! I gotta remember. This is 2S. It's just so much power. This is a very much outdoor rig. What is happening with the Oh, shit, I can't see anything. Can you guys not see anything either? Nothing. I believe the antenna has come unplugged. Okay. We are falling down the stairs. Coming back. Okay, so either the VTX on this board has died or... Nope, the antenna's missing. Where has the antenna gone? Where'd you go, antenna? It's just gone. Hold on. That sucks. That's a micro V antenna that just disappeared. Yeah, it's just gone. It's not plugged in. It's left the chat. We'll fly the 1002 rig instead. I don't feel like hunting around for it. Jesus, all my stuff's falling apart, man. Where the hell did that antenna go? When was it? Did I fly that on the last live stream? I think I might have. I hope Teddy didn't eat it. All right, 1002 rig. This is on T-Motor 1002 19,000s. The VCI Spark 702s are totally fine. 25,000 is a little low for me, personally, but... Oh boy. These 1002s are a lot. Oh, God. Oh, God. Down we go! Durability testing has begun. Is there an... I heard Azalea. Where's Azalea at? There's the doggo. He's got his Christmas sweater on. Where was Azalea? She's now got Sage's old computer set up here. Oh, she's talking to her friends on her phone. Woo! Oh, God. Ready? 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 Jesus. You know what's really nuts is, like, the 1S 702 high KV 65mm rigs, they do that high-speed run pretty much just as fast, maybe not quite as fast. That's absolutely outrageous. Let's do the full room power loop and dive the Christmas tree. Oh, boy. Happens fast. Ooh, this battery's donezo. Oh, boy. No, no, no. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. This is tough to fly inside. Hello, little boy! This feels like it doesn't have any... Oh, boy. This feels like it doesn't have any throttle expo. If it does have throttle expo, it's set up for flying outside. Let's take a look. It's got a little bit. And the midpoint is 38, which is probably really high. Let's see what it hovers at. Hovering at like 25, yeah. Yeah, so the midpoint's too high. But that's okay. These are for flying outside. These are not for flying inside. So I'm not going to go changing that midpoint just for a couple of batteries inside the house. Wow, so I've flown the 802 rig a bunch in the house. The 1002 rig is way, way, way more difficult. It's just heavier. It's heavier with these motors, and they make more power. And you don't need that. This is way too powerful for inside the house. My rates are 40 center, 700 max rotation, and then 0.7 expo. Don't run other people's rates. Dial in the rates for yourself. Lots of expo is the thing that make my rates different than most. Because I am much more of a cinematic pilot than a freestyle pilot. This fat dog. Look how fat he looks with this Christmas sweater on. Back up, buddy. This is Death Rig. Woo! Jesus Christ. Yeah, these T-motors are pretty coggy. They're not that bad, though. They run totally fine. The cogging is not an issue. In my experience. Just getting a hair out of the motor here. There he goes. Yo, look at this. Look what my parents got me. Ayrton Senna's MP4, McLaren MP4 F1 car. Man, this thing is hard to fly with the throttle expo set wrong. Look at that, yo. I am excited to build that. There's a bunch of cool stuff on the table here, actually. Hard to show you. That little Chinese takeout thing has a really cool ceramic fortune cookie with a really funny little fortune inside of it. Let's go back upstairs with a full battery. Who's that stomping around? Azalea? Sounds like an Azalea stomp. I know it. I can tell all the people in this house by how they walk upstairs. So yeah, like if you in order to get to the right to where the throttle feels good, I would have to like travel at like this speed. This is like the speed that you travel when you're outside. And so yeah, the throttle expo is actually working against me right now. But I don't have much of it on. I only have 20 points of throttle expo on, so it's not that bad. It's a lot less it's not much of a Christmas tree dive because I'm kind of having to pitch out of it to keep the damn thing from hitting the ground. It looks cooler if I go up the tree. Oh boy, I hit something on the ground there. I think that was a dog toy. That looks much cooler. Oh, shit sticks. Wow, this thing has power. Holy shit. Wow, this is reckless to be flying this around the house. Jesus. Look at how it moves, man. Ooh! Yikes. It just changes direction, like, absolutely instantly. Whoo! At the bottom of dives, too. It just doesn't care. Does not care how high you've dropped it from. It recovers with the quickest of throttle blips. I'm not nearly as good as at right-handed orbits, so I've been practicing them as much as I can lately. Whoo! Hey! Oh, wow, I can't believe I went through there. Where you at, Teddy Spaghetti? I heard you running. Oh, God! Let me in! Uh-oh. No smoking sign down. God damn! Oh! This is hard, man. Jesus, this is tough to fly. As you can see, I got a little bit of jello. That's either the motors or the props being a little banged up. You might not be able to see it. It's there, though. Woo! God. This battery's donezo. Look at that runtime. Fucking 4 minutes. Yeah. All right. We are discharging some batteries, my friends. James Thomas said, no, we got that. We got that. BMF Spade says those T-motors are awesome, real coggy, though. All right, good to go. Last place you crashed. Yeah, exactly. BMF. Oh, shit. Man, that's challenging to fly this thing inside the house. Woo! That is a lot. I'm just gonna plug, for the record, the really cool little cell checker for BT 3.0 that you should definitely get. That's also a charger. It also does function as a discharger. It's not meant to be one, but it just keeps running the LED screen. So I'm just gonna leave this plugged in, and it'll discharge this down. Just be careful; it's not gonna stop. Like if I forget about this, I'm actually gonna put it right here in the middle of the desk. If I forget about this, it'll kill this battery. It'll bring it all the way down to Chinatown. So yeah, it's not meant to be a discharger, but you can kind of use it as one. We're gonna do a couple of 65 mil batteries, and then we're all gonna go to sleep because Christmas is tiring. Let's go RC and power. So we're gonna fly 2 different rigs that are super interesting to fly back to back. Super grunty, lots of power in the low throttle and low speed, and then loads of power up top. RC and power 29,000 kV 0702s with the HQ tri-blades. Happy model 0702 40,000s on the Gemfan 1210s. These have tons of RPM, so if you sit them full throttle, they'll keep going faster and faster and faster. The RC and powers make the most actual power. So when you hammer the throttle, this accelerates instantly, especially with the tri-blades, but then top end, it doesn't accelerate. So like in a drag race, this one would out accelerate off the line first, 60, probably 60 feet to the 8th mile. This would be ahead, but then this would come rampaging past, and it would mile an hour the shit out of this thing, and it would probably be ahead by the quarter mile. So we'll fly the RC and power rig first. You might be able to see this as I'm flying it. It's super interesting to fly these things right next to one another. This is the Christmas whoop too. Look at that. The green light in the back, and then the red props and the red motors. Christmas whoop life, yo! Most powerful tiny whoop motors that there are. RC and power 0702 29,000 kV. Hey, yo! Okay, totally different hover point. Oh my god. Oh no! Yeah, I got out of there. I was back there. I got some Tony's Chocolonely here. Oh, I can't show you. It's too hard. Too hard to show you. Ah! No! Why? Loads of power from these RC and power motors. Not loads of kV though. But see that? Like at the bottom of that dive, it's just a quick throttle stab and it just stops. Uh-oh. Dog's bowls over there somewhere. Don't do it. We're good. These motors are fun to fly. The other problem with these motors, though, is they're not efficient at all. They're like the least efficient motors, I think. Oh! Oh! Azalea, how you gonna just leave it on? Oh, no, I guess it's not on. Oh, shit. Oh, God, where am I? Oh, no, there's paper and shit. Try to blow the paper away. Oh, God, no. Not paper, plastic. Get out of here, plastic. Where am I? Oh, God, no, please. Someone please help. Oh, I'm inside a box, aren't I? I am. Oh, no. Someone help me. Someone come help me. No. I don't want to walk up the stairs. Someone help me. No. I'll be back. I knew it was a bad idea to keep turtle moding in the box with plastic. I wrapped some of the plastic around one of the motors. That was a dumb thing to do. I think I got most of it out, though. Teddy Spaghetti. How are you, sir? How can I help you? How can I help you in your little dog life? Looks like a fucking teddy bear. Look at him. Looks like a stuffed animal. Whoa! Shut my eyes on that one. Oh, god damn it. Oh, look at these black, really cool martini glasses my parents got me. I have to land. Oh, for Christ's sake. Oh, you can see them. There they are. They're black. Look at that. Oh, almost. Yeah, look at this battery life. Well, that's actually the best battery life I've ever gotten with these, because when you turtle mode, it runs the timer. That is not an accurate runtime for these motors. I will do a proper battery that I don't spend 30 seconds turtle moding real quick here, and then you'll actually get to see what to expect out of these motors. Usually it's just shy of 2 minutes to spoil the surprise. All right. Here we go. This is for real this time. For real this time. Teddy, you're a good dog. Here we go. Man, these I will say this, man. These motors are bananas. Like, when you stab the throttle with these motors, it's just an explosion. There is so much thrust there so quick. Really fun. It really makes flying this thing fun. It's just the runtime is bad. Like, look at that. Just one little throttle stab. Oh, look. I turned the lights on up there. Oh! Ooh! That was a hell of a slam. Oh! Christmas tree coming. I'm trying to get a dive going next to the Christmas tree. Hold on. Oh, shit! Oh, no, no! Don't get tangled in the tree. Yes. Oh, we crashing tonight. Oh, what was that? Oh, I hit one of the lamps. It's probably swinging. Let's see. Is the lamp a swinging? No, they're heavy. They don't care about a 25 gram tiny. Woo! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I believe that is the sound of a 3-blade prop becoming a 2-blade prop. Hi, Teddy. It sure is. So this is the problem that I've been having with these HQ ultralights. The hub. Although this is the propeller blade breaking off. Interesting. I've had the hubs break on these. They're ultralight props. They're not going to be as durable. And so this is the name of the game, right? Like, HQ plays this game with their 5-inch props, where they make them super lightweight and they perform great until they explode, and then they don't perform great anymore. It's you know, with ultralight comes a little bit less durability. That is kind of the deal. It's like that all over the place. It was like that in motorsport back in the day for me. It's like that in most things. This is the 40,000 kV rig. We're going to fly like a battery and a half on this, and then we're going to shut this mother down. Man, this dog is... When you put a sweater on this dog, it acts like a thunder jacket, and he calms down. Or he's just really tired. Could just be that he's tired. This thing feels drastically different. Drastically different. The 1210 props are heavier and less pitchy than the HQ ultralights, and it gives it a totally different feel. It's basically just you don't get as good response time, and that is an adjustment. With ultralight comes ultra responsibility. Yes, indeed. But what is really fun about this rig is that when I come up here and rail it across the room, it just like keeps accelerating. It's so much fun. Yeah, okay, so the 2S rig does that way faster, but like the speed that it gets to by the end of that run is absolutely outrageous. Oh, God. Some big crashes here tonight. Let's just do some... Let's just jam around a little bit. Oh! I really want to come down over here. No! Shit. I want to come down to the left of the tree. Oh, this is going to be... no, we're good. I want to go up and come down there. That's what I've been trying to do. All I got to do is say... All I got to do is speak it into the universe, and then it'll happen. Ooh! But just, you know, back into the room. That's fine. Stop it. Stop it. Leave me alone. Let me live. Let me fly. Stop it. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Teddy, can you help me instead of just staring? Oh, stop it. Just get it out of there. Ooh, Teddy. Oh, I hit the no smoking sign. Ooh! Not flying great tonight. Sometimes it's just like that, though. It's all right. One more battery, and then we can all go to sleep. Mobula 6 2024 version 1 with cockroach light AF frame. We bleed 0702 40,000s with the 1.5mm motor shaft bells swapped on. Ooh! Gemfan 1210s. Alright, now I'm starting to get annoyed. And Mobula 6 old school canopy, Runcam Nano 3 camera. That's the sound of me knocking the smoke thing over. Hopefully that's not a big deal. And Micro V antenna. Easy, Teddy. Oh, okay. This battery just shit its pants. If the battery is bad, it will recover. No, it just didn't charge. That's weird. Or I already flew it. Okay, so much for that. Well, there was the last battery. I'm flying like an idiot anyway. I'm just exhausted. Oh, there's a big chunk taken out of one of these propellers. This prop is definitely not balanced well. This thing is hurting. All these rigs are kind of hurting right now. I got to do a little bit of maintenance. Merry Christmas, friends. I hope that you got a little bit of holiday joy out of this live stream. If you didn't have a great day, tomorrow will be better. It's all good. I hope as many of you as possible had a really good day, though. But if you didn't, you're not alone. Plenty of people have terrible holidays. We're all in this together. We will hang out and keep flying tiny whoops and other things. Cool? Be good friends. Jump on my Discord, say hello. CiottiFPV.com to support me. Click a bunch of buttons. Patreon helps most. Etsy store's got a ton of fun stuff on it. Fiverr if you want to work one-on-one with me. A whole bunch of affiliate links. Yeah. Teespring store for shirts and other apparel. I'll see you guys on Friday at either noon or 2 o'clock for the 12 hours of Christmas. Sorry it's a little bit later, but it's I would not be wanting to do it right now. It's just, yeah, the last couple of days I haven't been able to get any sleep, and so it's a much better idea to do it on Friday. Cool? I'll see you then. Later, friends. Here's the 1S 75mm rig that Cloudhopper built me on hand-wound 36,000 kV motors, ripping around outside. Love you, bye! Merry Christmas, friends.